is Venugopal here, and in last class we discussed about the units, and in today's class we will talk about the significant figures. So, which is the next topic of the in this first unit, units and dimensions. So, what are these significant figures? These significant figures will tell us how many number of digits are reliable in any measured value. Okay, reliable is nothing but authentic. Okay, how many number of digits are authentic in any measured value. Okay, so these reliable digits, these authentic digits are called as a certain digits. These reliable digits are called as certain digits. Okay, and which digits are not reliable in any measured value? They are called as uncertain digits. So, which digits are not reliable? They are called as uncertain digits. Okay, so the measured value have reliable digits and not reliable digits. If any measured value have reliable digits, they are called certain digits, and which measured value have not reliable digits, they are called uncertain digits. Okay, so which measured value have more number of significant figures, that measured value is more accurate measurement. Okay, that measured value is more accurate measurement. So if the significant figures are more, the value is the more accurate. If the significant figures are less, the accurate is also, the measured value accurate is also less. Okay, so but how to count these significant figures? Okay, so so here to count these significant figures we have these some rules. Understood? So here what are the rules? So the rules for counting the significant figures. So the rules for counting the significant figures, how to count. So here to count the significant figures we have some rules. Among them the first one is the zeros which are present in between the non-zero digits, they are significant. Okay, so these zeros are called as a trapped zeros. Okay, so the zeros between non-zero digits are significant. They are called, these digits are called as trapped zeros. These zeros are called as trapped zeros. Okay, so for example I am taking suppose 2305. Okay, so here 0 is in between the non-zero digits. Okay, so here this 0 is called as a trapped 0. Okay, so in this 0 is significant. That means the significant figures, in this number are 4. Okay, that means the 0 is also significant because the 0 is trapped 0. Trapped 0 means in between, the 0 is present in between the non-zero digits. Okay, For example, we can take 12.05. So this 0 is also significant. Okay, so in this the significant figures are again 4. Understood? So this is the 12.05. Okay, so in this 0 is also present in between the non-zero digits. So that's why it is also significant. So this is the first rule. And what is the second rule? In the second rule, the leading zeros are insignificant. For example, leading zeros are insignificant. So what is the second one? Leading zeros are insignificant. Okay, leading zeros means the zeros which are present in before the number. Okay, for example, I will take 0, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so in this 0 is the leading one, so this 0 is insignificant. Okay, so the significant figures are 3 only, because 0 is the leading one, it is insignificant. So that's why we will take 2, 3, 1. These 3 numbers only, these 3 digits only significant. So in this number the significant figures are 3. And suppose I will take what we will take 0.35. So here 0.35. So here 0 is leading one, so this 0 is insignificant. So that's why the significant figures in this number are 2 only. Okay, so the leading zeros are insignificant. Okay, that is the second rule. And the third rule is the trailing zeros. Trailing means the zeros which zeros will come after the number, after the last digits. If the zeros will present in last, they are also insignificant, but they are also significant when they will be appear in decimals, after decimal places. Okay, so suppose so actual the trailing zeros are insignificant, but these are significant if these are significant if they will appear after decimal. Okay, if these zeros will be appear after decimal, they will be significant. Okay, for example, I will take 53400. In this, these 2 zeros are the trailing one. Okay, so here these trailing zeros are insignificant. Okay, so because of that, the significant figures are, we have only 3 in this. They are 534. Okay, for example, another one, I will take 153 153.50. Okay, so 153.50. So in this, 0 is trailing one, but the 0 is appear after decimal, so that's why the 0 is significant. Okay, not insignificant, it is significant because it is appearing after the decimal. So here the significant figures are 5. Okay, so in these trailing zeros, the trailing zeros are insignificant. Okay, but if these zeros will be appear after decimal, they are significant. Okay, this is the third rule to count the significant figures. Okay, and then what is the next one? So what is the fourth rule? The fourth rule is all non-zero digits are significant. So non-zero digits, non-zero numbers, non-zero digits are significant. Okay, for example, 432.1. Okay, 4321. In this is the non-zero number, and we have non-zero digits. So the significant figures are 4 because all are significant only. Suppose the next one is 230. Uh, what we will take here, 231.56. Okay, so this is also, here is also we have non-zero digits, so the significant figures are 5. Okay, so all non-zero digits are significant. This is the fifth rule. But what is the last rule? The order of magnitude is the insignificant. So order of magnitude, here order of magnitude is insignificant. Okay, order of magnitude is insignificant. Okay, for example, 23 into 10 to the power of 4. This is the order of magnitude. So it is insignificant. So the significant figures are 2 only. Okay, that is 23. Suppose 1.56 into 10 to the power of minus 11. So this is also order of magnitude. So it is insignificant. So we will take only these digits. So the significant figures are 3. Okay. So this is the rules. These are the rules to count the significant figures. Okay. We have total 5 rules. One is the zeros which are present in between the non-zero digits, they are significant. Second one, leading zeros are insignificant. Third one, trailing zeros are insignificant, but if these zeros will be appear after decimal, they are significant. Okay, and the fourth one, the non-zero digits are significant, and the fifth one, the order of magnitude is insignificant. Okay, so these are the rules. Okay, but what is the calculation? How to calculate these significant figures? Okay. So the next one is calculation. Calculation for significant figures. So calculation of significant figures. Okay, so this is the next topic, calculation of the significant figures. So how to calculate the significant figures? Okay, so the first one is addition or subtraction in this. Addition or subtraction. Okay, so if you will add any two significant figures, or if you will subtract any two significant figures, the result of this addition or subtraction must and should have the same significant figure, the same decimal places as present in the value with the least decimal places. Okay, for example, I am taking the number is 1.45. Okay, so this is the one number, and another number I am taking, this is the 1.2. Okay, so these are the two numbers. We have to add these two significant figures. Okay, if they we have to add these two numbers. So in this first number, in this 1.45, the significant figures are the 3, but in the second one the significant figures are 2. Okay, but to add or subtract, to calculate anyone, the significant figures are must and should same. Okay, so that's why we will round off these number to two significant figures, because in this calculation we will take always the least significant numbers. Okay, the number which one have least significant figures, that one only we have to take. Okay, that one only we will take. So that's why this number has the more significant figures and this number has the less significant figures. So we have to take this 1.2 and we have to convert this 1.45 to, we have to round up this 1.45 to 1.5. That means we have to get the two significant figures in this number also. Okay, because this number also has the two significant figures. Understood? So to calculate the number which one have the least significant figures, that one only we have to take. So that's why this one also we will convert into this. Okay, so this one has the two significant figures, it one has the three significant figures. So we will convert this number into two significant figures. So we will round off this 1.45 to 1.5. Then in this 1.5 the significant figures are the 2. But what is the rounding off? So rounding off means removing the extra last digit in the number. So rounding off means removing extra last digit. Okay, so that is called as the rounding off. For example, I am taking the 3.72. Okay, so I am rounding off this number to 3.7. Okay, so that is the rounding off. For example, I will take another number 3.76. So by rounding off this one, we will get 3.8. Okay, so this is the rounding off. Okay, so here is also we will round off this 1.45 to 1.5 to get the significant figures too. Okay, so now this number is 1.2. By adding these two numbers, the result is the 2.7. Okay, so these 2.7 is also has two significant figures. Okay, so that means the result must and should have the same significant figures as present in the value, with the least decimal places, with the least significant figures. Okay, so this one has the same significant figures of the same as that of this value. Okay, so this is the addition or subtraction. Okay, so next, what is the multiplication and division? Okay, so I will tell you another some examples. For example, so in this addition and subtraction, I will take another one example. Suppose I am taking the 2. Okay, one number is the 2 and another number is the 0.32. Okay, and what is the that means what is the significant figure in this 1, but in this number the significant figures are the 2, so the least significant figure is the 1 only. So we have to convert this number is also to one significant figure. So that's why we will round off this 0.32 by rounding off. What we will get here? Here we will get by rounding off, it is the 0. And this number is same as this, so 2. Now by adding or by subtracting, what we will get here? 2 only. Okay, so this result significant figure is also 1 and the least significant figure in these numbers is also 1. So these both are same, no? So it is right. Okay, suppose another one, same number I am taking the 2 and another number I am taking the 0.6. Okay, so here the least significant figure in this, that is the 2, and here we will what is that, we have to round off this one. Then what we will get here? By rounding off, it is the 1. So the result is 3. Okay, so this is the process to calculate the significant figures in addition and subtraction. Okay, and what is the next? Multiplication and division. What is the multiplication and division? How to multiply and divide these significant figures? So if you will multiply or divide any significant figures, the result of this multiplication or division is also must and should have the same number of significant figures as present in the value with the least significant figures. Okay, so for example, I am taking what we will take here, that is 1.42 is the one number. 1.42 is the one number, and another number is 23. Okay, so by multiplication, what we will get here? 6, 12, 4, 4, 8, 2. Okay, 6, 6, 123266. Okay, so the result is 3266, but here after decimal is the after two numbers, that means 32 point. Okay, after the decimal we have two digits, so that's why I am taking the after the decimal we have two digits. So in this result is the 32.66. Okay, so now in this, how many number of the significant figures are there? Three significant figures are there. And in this, how many number of significant figures are there? Two significant figures are there. But in result, how many number of significant figures are there? Four. Okay, so in these two significant figures and here three significant figures, but in result four significant figures. Okay, but these result we have to round off to the least significant figures. Okay, that means which number has the least significant figure? This number. Okay, what is the least significant figure? The significant figures for this number? 2. So these result also we have to round off to two significant figures. Okay, this result one is also must and should we have to round off to two significant figures, because in these two numbers this one has the least significant figures. These least significant figures only we have to take, we have to consider. Okay, so for that purpose this number is this 32.66 has the four significant figures. We will convert this number, we will round off this number to 33. Okay, so then what will be happen here? Here this is the 33 means here it has the only two significant figures. Understood? So this is the process to multiplication and division. Understood? So first of all we have to take the which one has the least significant figures. Okay, if any number has the two significant figures, three significant figures, four. So if the number has the, if we will take the three numbers, one has the four significant figures, one has the three significant figures, one has the one significant figure, the result is must and should have the only one significant figure, because in these three numbers the least significant figure is the one. Okay, so we have to convert this result to, we have to round off this result to one significant figure, the least significant figures. Understood? So this is the calculation of the significant figures. Okay, whether it is addition or subtraction, multiplication or division, we always consider which number has the least significant figures. So the result is also must and should have the same significant figures. Okay, so this is the significant figures class. So and in next class we will discuss the next topic. Okay, so until then everyone is bye.